what Tanya just said about a chapter, you know, it's pretty much pretty much the same mindset we connected spiritually. So this book, what I would say, I would encourage people to get it. For us to be here today, for us to be part of the development of this book, wasn't by accident, but by the intent of God's intention for us.
Mm-hmm.
So long story short, again, because Tanya mentioned about acronym, and that's exactly what I've got a name for myself. That's because the greatness in itself, they have to read the book. It's a tool, it's actually an acronym. The greatness is an acronym, and also it comes with training, but they have to read it. And then also success. I describe my own philosophy, hence the reason why I call it philosophy, because what we tend to misconstrue in life is that for some people who think that they're not into philosophy. If you're not into philosophy, as Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. That means you don't even consider yourself as a male or female. So we asked Dr. Clyde River, His Royal Highness Clyde River said about the fact that we have to have our own philosophy. So philosophy is the knowledge, and it's a Greek word. So hence the reason why when they read the book, they will understand. Because for me, success is an internal affairs. That's one thing else, it's an internal affairs. It has nothing to do with outside, because the roots of success does not come from outside. For all the creation that we see on the outside, for example, there is no skyscraper without foundation. So success is that from within, and that's the greatness. Once you discover that, and then you read this book, perhaps you'd understand where I'm coming from. If you're not into philosophy, then, as the Bible says, you will continue to suffer constraints and there will be no vision.
Mm-hmm.
So my title is called The Philosophy and Recipes of Greatness. So they will learn some of the recipes. As Tanya said, it's not about reading. I even mentioned it in the book. That's why I was just smiling in the spirit, because it's like we were connected. Even Pastor Gary, when I was reading his chapter, said, what? And I didn't even know that we connected as an organization we're part of. So it's like all this thing happened. Alan, Ambassador Alan, you are blessed for me to be here because of the greatness that I realized, because it says in Genesis 1:26, we are the creation of God. We are the image of God. And we must take dominion over every creeping creatures on earth. There is no parts in the Bible, unless maybe I'm not an expert in the Bible, where it says that a man must take control over another man. It says take control over everything. That's the greatness that within you. If you read this book, trust me, it's not about just putting it on the shelf. To read is one thing. To understand is another thing. To apply is a different thing. But the dedication with it, but until you read, you won't understand my philosophy. Thank you very much.